even with only 9 men on the field, he said, look, it's just who we are, mate. It's who we're going to be as long as I'm here. We go down to 5 men, we'll always have a go.
Yeah.
What do you respond to that, Russ?
Well, I think we all love that about Ange. And let's be honest, we nearly scored 2 goals with 9 men playing a high line. So why wouldn't we continue with a high line with 11? We know that occasionally we're going to get caught. But I think Ange has got faith in his players to actually keep getting results for us. Obviously, it's going to be a lot more difficult now for the reasons that we've discussed. But he's not going to change his football philosophy. This is the manager who looked at Spurs and thought, Mourinho, okay, Nuno, disastrous, and toxic Conte on his way out. I fancy this job. And it was a great time for him to come into our football club because of the way he thinks, because of the way he sets up his football team, because of who he wants and who he doesn't want. And he's got a few of them to get rid of. We know that. Who's he going to bring in January? Well, he's got the new football department to help him with that we hear so much about. And, Daniel Levy was planning his racetracks and leaving him to it up to now. There might be a little discussion between the chairman and the manager, but nothing untoward. I mean, we just keep going because otherwise we go back to being what we were. And Darren would hate that because he loves what we're doing now. And he's, captain positive. And I'm not quite as excited as Darren is, and I wish I were. But, I'm concerned now about the next few games. And I think Vicario is going to be very busy. We've got to get to the situation where they're mic'd up like they are in rugby. Why should football be any different? Football's a lot bigger sport. Sorry, rugby fans. There's a lot more at stake. Tickets are more expensive. TV subscriptions are through the roof. We need to know what's going on. And what we saw tonight is on VAR, I think, is we saw Stockley Park being very, very careful because they've had so much stick from Klopp, Arteta, and incidentally, Liverpool fans will be laughing and saying, take that, Spurs. That's your luck, mate. Payback time. And it's the way it goes in football. And Ange is absolutely right to come out and say what he did say, that we cannot lose the respect that we should have for the officials in the stadium, providing they're doing a good job. And you can only assume that if, heaven forbid, it doesn't happen, PGMOL appoint these people, that they're qualified enough to referee top-level football games. In most cases, to be fair, they are. The blurring of everything is VAR. I cannot stand toenail offsides. I just think they're utterly, utterly pointless. I know the law is the law is the law, but the law is stupid and needs changing. That's a debate maybe for another show.
Yep.
We do have to take it on the chin. Every club has to take it on the chin. They're human beings. They make mistakes. But in the stadium, watching on media, television, social media, different streams, we have a right to actually know what is going on and to be guided through it. Because some of these VAR breaks, I mean, the one in the Arsenal match at Newcastle the other night was ludicrously long. Forget about Arteta and his tantrum. At least our manager is just going, look, mate, I'm a man and this stuff happens and I'm not going to change. But we do need some transparency on what's going on, 100%, but without losing respect for the officials in the stadium. And that is a crucial thing. And I think if VAR is done properly, that would never happen much in the stadium. But we're not there yet. We have to wait to celebrate twice. I mean, to me, it's just bonkers, but it is what it is. And I know it's easy to say that, viewers and listeners, but at the moment, it really is. So we've got to live with it. But I'm pleased we got a manager who's pragmatic, realizes that not everything in life goes the way you want it to go. And you have to take it on the chin and get on with it. And so good on him. I'm sure he's not that pragmatic with Udogie and Romero in the dressing room about their sendings off, but you know, that's in private.
Do you feel we've got enough character, grit, and numerical numbers in that squad to at least battle ourselves through to January and stay in the position that we are in at the moment?
I think it's just a case of everybody's got to get their big boy pants on now. Ange isn't for turning. He will keep playing the same way that he plays. We'll learn a lot about some of these squad players now, whether they're up to it. Some of them may well step up and look okay, and some of them will fall by the wayside and not be up to it. If we can get ourselves to January, then all of a sudden that character, that big boy pants that we're wearing on the pitch, and that we are in the stands as well, because the fans tonight in the stadium, unbelievable. As Vicario said, just to be applauded off 4-1, we get it. The players get it. Ange gets it. Everyone's buying into it. Get to January, it then goes upstairs, doesn't it, to the bean counters? Do they get it? Do they see what's being built? Will they go, I think we've got something here, and you know, just through the gods of football, we've lost a few of those first teamers. So we need to go and get some backup here, because obviously running through that squad below that starting 11, there's one or two that ain't cut out for this. So that's all you can hope for. So I think it's going to be a few battle scars that we're going to pick up in the ongoing saga of trying to get to somewhere with Ange. But we can all feel something, can't we? We all feel there's something there to build on. Even that tonight has shown us it. It's probably thrown it into of sharpness and clarity of what we've got. That 9 tonight, incredible, absolutely incredible heart. And yeah, I know in the comments we'll probably see a few going, yeah, but you still lost, mugs and what have you, when you get from opposition fans. By the way, one of which calls himself Battersea Chelsea, can't even spell Battersea correct, thick as a submarine door. But it just shows you the level of these people, doesn't it? Honestly, what a wow meat omelette he is. But you know, so I know we lost tonight, but I think we learned a lot tonight, didn't we? We really did. We learned a lot tonight about ourselves as a fan base. Yeah. So spot on. We're just hoping once again, when it comes to a window, that gets seen. And that bravery extends into the transfer window by those that signed the check. So look, it's going to be a rough few weeks. I think we might well have our arses handed to us on a plate in a few of these games now, but got to be brave, got to go with it, got to ride it out, get to where we to January and go again, get them players back. This was never going to be about one season, was it? This is something that needs to be built over the next 3-4 seasons. So yeah, tonight hurts, but you've got to take a little bit more of a wide vista on this. You really have to.